All right, guys, back to grammar. We're going to continue looking at verbs. Right now, we're going to take a look at irregular verbs, which we've talked about a little bit. So, some of this will be review, and then we're just going to practice it. So, in your packet, go ahead and pull out lesson 23, irregular verbs. So, verbs have past, present, and future. Past meaning you did something yesterday, last week, last year. Present means currently, right now. And then future meaning later today, meaning tomorrow, next week, next month. So irregular verbs, they don't add ed to form the past tense. We do add ed to some of our words, but not to our irregular verbs. Instead, they have special spellings. So remember, we've already talked about certain words that if we're talking about them in the past, we have to completely change it. Their spellings also change when they are used, if we use have, had, or has. So a lot of technical things we have to think about when we read and write and speak. So I'm just going through this here. Hopefully you're reading along with me. Present for run. I run in the race, which means I'm doing it right now. Past, yesterday, I ran in the race. And with have is past tense as well. I have run in races, whether that be last month, last year, whatever. Okay. So there are many irregular verbs. We're going to be looking at 6 of them in this lesson, and I believe 6 more in the next one. I'm looking at it over there. So we just did run. Come. Okay. I come to school, meaning I come to school right now. Yesterday, I came to school. Or you could do has, have, or had come. I have come to school, meaning I have gone to school before. Okay. Go. Right now, I go to the store. Yesterday, I went to the store. Okay. I has, have, or had gone to the store before. Okay. Bring. Okay. Can you bring me that cup? Past tense. Brought. Okay. Yesterday, I brought you that cup. And has, have, or had brought. I have brought you that cup. Okay. Present for take. Like right now. Like I take my phone. Right. Yesterday, I took my phone. Or has, have, or had taken. Okay. So if we look, it's run, present, ran, past. We're back to run. Okay. Come, came, back to come. Go, went. That one completely changes to gone. Bring, past tense is brought, and it stays brought with has, have, or had. Take, took, has, have, or had taken. Okay. And then eat. Okay. I eat green beans. Yesterday, I ate green beans. I has, have, or had eaten green beans, which means I have eaten them sometime in the past. Okay. So we got to pay attention to the different forms. It'll trip you up if you're not really paying attention. And a lot of it is if you say it. Y'all know when I've made examples and said, does this sound right? Y'all are like, no, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so if you say it out loud, that'll help you as well. All right, so let's look at A. Okay, underline the verb in parentheses that correctly completes each sentence. So number one, we have blank to an amazing race in Boston. So we have went to amazing race, or we have gone to an amazing race. So which one sounds better? And if you can't figure it out just by saying them, trying them both in the sentence, go back up here. Okay, went. Okay, went in the past, or has, have, or had gone. Well, it says we have, so we know that that's going to be a clue for we're going to circle gone. Okay. Number two, runners had blank from all over the world. Runners had come from all over the world, or runners had came from all over the world. So listen to it. Say both words in the sentence. If you still can't figure it out, go back up here to come, okay, for present. Past tenses came, has, have, or had come. So let's go back down here. It says runners had. So when we look at this for a clue, it's had come. Okay? So you're going to go through A, 1 through 5, and then finish up on the second page, 6 through 10, same thing. And then use this, if you can't figure out, just by saying each word and thinking about what it sounds like. And remember, if it says has, had, or have, okay, it could go back to the present tense, or it could be completely changed, like taken and eaten. Okay? All right, so let's look at B. Okay? B, you have a blank, and you're going to write the past form of the verb in parentheses. So at the end of the sentence, okay, you have a word in parentheses. Number one is run. So you're going to read the sentence, and then you're going to put run in the line in the past tense form. So number one says, in 1925, sled dogs blank a different kind of race in Alaska. So the word you have to put in the blank is a past tense of run. So in 1925, sled dogs blank. So what's the past tense of run? If you can't remember, look back here. There's run. Past tense is ran. Okay? Has, have, or had run. These are all still past tense, right? So if you look at this page, does number one have has, had, or had? No. So we're going to go up here and do ran. So in 1925, sled dogs ran a different kind of race in Alaska. Okay, you with me? Number two, the dogs blank all the way from Anchorage to Nome. Okay, those are two cities in Alaska. Okay, so the present tense is go. So we're going to go here. If you can't remember, past tense is went, or has, have, or had gone. So let's look back at number two. Does it have, has, had, or had? Nope. So go is then going to become went. So the dogs went all the way from Anchorage to Rome. Okay. Now, if you mess up and you said has, have, or had gone, okay, the dogs had gone all the way from Anchorage to Nome. Okay, but there's no has, have, or had. So you got to look for that clue, and that will help tell you which one we're going to do. Okay, so you'll just do that 1 through 10 as well. Just practice finding those irregular verbs. Again, use this. Look for your clues. Remember, you have present, past, and these are still past tense. They're just a little bit different. Okay, so that's it for lesson 23, irregular verbs. Next lesson, we will do 6 different irregular verbs. Yes, still dealing with past tense. I was looking at it over there. So if you have any questions, let me know.